This video, we're going to talk about what a concept that I call business 101. I call it that because this is the foundational principle upon which all business is based, right? All business, all commerce, and really any interaction between any human being on the planet is based on this principle. We're gonna go over why people will give you their hard-earned money, right? Let's dive right in. So you have to understand, you don't make money. People don't make money. The governments make money, the Rothschilds, whoever, the Federal Reserve, whatever, whoever's in charge of the matrix makes the money. They print the money, they decide to create money. So you don't make it. You're not going to ever make money as a business owner, as a freelancer, as a copywriter. You don't make it. Someone has to decide to give you that money, right? You have to, someone will give it to you. It's only transfer between people. It's never generated out of thin air. So you have to ask yourself, like, why on earth would want to give someone else their hard-earned money? Why do they just decide to freely give their money to someone else? Now, I just want you to pause and think for a moment about things you purchased in the past, things you purchased recently. Why did you decide to give someone else your money? Like, stop and think about it. I'm not saying it's wrong to do this. Obviously, we do this all day long, day in and day out. But why did you decide to give someone else your money? You probably worked hard for it. You probably had to work some job somewhere and give up your human time to get this money, and you decided to trade it away for something. Why? Why did you decide to do that? And it all comes down to, you believe that what you were going to get from that value exchange, you believe you were going to get more value out of that deal than the money you gave them. Think about that. You gave them money and you thought you were getting a screaming good deal. I will give them $10 and they will give me back $100 worth of value. This is wonderful. I'll do this all day long, right? Everything in business, everything in life is a value exchange. It's a trade of time, energy, and money for things that you want, right? We should pause and make a note of it. It's not just money, right? People pay in things besides just money. They pay in time, energy, likes, shares, subscribes, any kind of action or um, any type of value that the customer gives. Like, there's a lot of different things that can be besides just money, and they get a lot of different types of value besides just products, right? So like I said, some trades are big. Someone might pay 10, 100, $5 million for a Bugatti, but they get more than $5 million in value back, for example, right? All the way down to deciding to spend 15 seconds watching a Tate video clip on TikTok, for example. You're investing 15 seconds and you're getting back a significantly higher amount of value, right? These trades range all the way from tiny to just a little bit of your time and energy to huge, investing decades of your life to serve in some cause, for example, right? It's a very fluid scale, some big, some small. But the key thing is, both sides in any of these exchanges feel like they're getting a good deal, right? It's a mutually beneficial trade. When you pay $10 for something at a restaurant, for example, let's say you buy a hamburger. I don't know where you can buy a hamburger for $10 these days, but you buy a hamburger, let's say $20, you're getting more than $20 of value back for yourself, right? And the business, on the other hand, is thinking, oh, cool, the cost of goods and material here was only $15. I made a $5 profit. This is a beneficial trade for me. Both sides are receiving a good deal. It's a mutually beneficial trade, right? That's the key, is both sides. And you have to understand and feel the importance of this principle. This is key, right? Because understanding this idea that the money is not created, it's only traded, it only exchanges hands, and that it has to be a mutually beneficial trade for both people to participate, whether that's time, energy, or money for products or actions or whatever it is. You have to understand that it's a mutually beneficial trade of value. Both sides need to walk away happy, right? The reason this is important is because if you understand this principle, there is no end to the amount of money you can make or you can receive as a result. If you can engineer mutually beneficial trades of value between, your potential customers and yourself, or your clients, their customers, and that business, if you can engineer those mutually beneficial trades by presenting the products in a specific way, or by helping understand the value that they get and communicating in a way, like, if you can understand this principle, you can engineer these trades in a way that makes it really easy for you to scale up and make a significant amount of money for yourself or for the clients that you're going to work with, right? This is key. this kind of brings up the idea of abundance versus scarcity. And I like to think of it in different terms. It's more about collaboration versus combativeness. You're not taking anything from anybody. You're not, it's not a barbarian raid where you're going to go and like use force to take money from people. You're going to show up and instead engineer trades of mutual value. It's a collaboration. You work with the prospect, you work with the reader, you work with whoever you're selling to create a situation where you both get what you want. As a result of the trade of value. And that's extremely important. You have to understand this idea of being collaborative versus being combative. You are there to work together with the prospect to help them make good decisions and improve their life. And as a result, they will pay you well for it, right? Again, which is why everything you do, your ability to get paid significant amount of money as a copywriter is depending on the amount of value that you can bring to them. The more value you can bring to their business, the more they will be willing to like compensate with you. It's that trade. This is a foundational principle. You have to understand this. Everything else is built on this. Any interaction you have with any human being, if you want it to be productive, it has to be mutually beneficial trade of value. That is absolutely and completely key.